Hello, good evening. Can anyone hear me?
Good evening, we can hear you.
Oh, Adebisi, evening. How are you? Um, why is our number? You're less than. You're just five here. Um, what's going on? Has everybody given up? It's too early to give up. We're not even close to. Okay, we're almost close to the first half of this journey. So I mean, it's too early to give up. This number is very, very discouraging. Very, very discouraging. Did we? I don't know. Are you immediately complaining that they only took on the call? Let's hope that they'll join us soon. But actually, I'd scheduled today to treat a project. Very interesting one. And uh, it's fine. Nonetheless, we'll proceed. Ayomide, how are you doing?
Good evening. I'm fine. Thank you.
All right, evening.
Yeah, I just want to say, like, can we wait for like 10 minutes? Maybe like people have to
Sure,
leave.
sure. That's why I'm using this opportunity to know how you are doing.
All right.
Yeah. Anike, you're welcome. Anike, how are you doing? Good evening. All right. Olawale, my guy. How's it going? Evening, yes. Um, how was the week? Was it stressful? Hope rain did not scatter your plans. How did you go generally? Was anybody beaten by the rain this week? Tell us your experience. Give us the gist. Okay, since we all have what's it called? Our rights. I want to since nobody was beaten by the rain means please, you should show me the way how you guys are making the money. I want to get my own right too. I hope would be more than this in the next 5 minutes. Yeah, welcome. Who is looking up to me? Please don't look up to me. Oh, who's looking up to me? DBC looking up to me for what? Hey, please. I'm not your mentor in that regard, though. No. Looking up to me for what? Please, Victor, how you doing? Good evening. I guess Victor is in the kitchen cooking. Everybody's preparing, I guess, for tomorrow. Sunday rice. I hope our Sunday rice is ready. All right. Um, Yes. Kaunda, you're very welcome to this call. Kaunda, how are you doing this evening? Good evening.
Good evening. I'm fine, and how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Fine. You're welcome. Very much welcome. So, guys, how was the week? How was the learning journey? Were you able to treat any course? Were you able to at least, complete 70% of this week's assignment? I think this week we were assigned um, to the course on working with date and time. Yeah. And writing functions in Python. Right? 1, 2, 3. Yep. So yeah. Yeah, by the way, I just wanted to use the opportunity to tell you guys that in your free time, if you can, we can partake in the quiz session that do go on, all right, on the Discord channel. In a way, you might not even have the idea of the correct option, but then when you get to see the correct option and the explanation for why that is the correct option, you get to have more understanding on some of the concepts. And as I said last week, one of the ways to actually get better at data science or with um, Python programming is try to choke yourself with things around Python programming every day. All right. Just ensure that at least either an article or something is we are glaring at something per day that is related to data science or Python programming. In a way, it just kind of like keeps you in the loop. You're getting familiar with terms. I should glare at those terms and concepts, and somehow they get to stick, in your brain, and you might not even understand it in the first instance, but because somewhere you just have that reservoir of information. When you get to see it again, you are understanding it. So please, as I also said last week, that we can also join. We can join. What's it called? As a join, we can follow pages. All right, on Twitter that talks about Python programming, that probably gives daily tips or daily quiz and then gives the response. You can go to the comment section and see how people explain why they think the option they chose is the correct one. You get to learn. Also on LinkedIn too, there's something persons, and yeah, maybe in the second half or probably towards the end of this first half, see how we can go around blowing our trumpets on LinkedIn. If you're not looking up to the tutorial master, who should we look up to? What's going on? What's going on here? Please look up to me. Yeah, look up to me as regards this program. All right. No offense, but don't look up to me as regards making money, please. I'm not the go-to. I should look up to you guys. Who knows? Some of you are, captain of industries, doing one or two things low key without. Okay, calendar, you're laughing. Yeah, I'm actually respecting my space. I have a space. I'm respecting that. My space is AI Community Africa Data Science Cohort. That's my space, and I'm very restricted to that. So if you're looking up to me for any other thing else, well, it is as in Nigerian parlance, follow no road. in this case. In other cases, I'm not sure if I know the road, but in this case, well, I can say, in the case of data science, I can say I kind of know the way. So please, if you are looking up to me, know what you're looking up to me for and why you're looking up to me, please. So you don't get missing, don't get lost. All right, you're welcome. Who just joined? Paul. Paul, you're welcome. This call. Oh, this is 6:15. You know, I expected this, but I didn't expect it too early. You know, I understand that so many persons are actually partaking in this program, but then they find it difficult, very difficult to join breakout sessions. Understandable. Saturdays actually for rest. I get, and that's why we try to see how we can just, you know, finish up in time. Right. It's fine. It's part of the sacrifice we are making to learn to improve on ourselves, because even if you are not going to be in this technology space, I mean, as I used to say, every field will still be relevant, only that there might be some optimization as regards to artificial intelligence. Nobody's going to take away education. Nobody's going to take away finance. Nobody's going to take away telecommunication. Nobody's going to take away agriculture. Nobody will take away, you know, even some of these small scale businesses. It's only that if you do not know how to apply technology in this field, you might be lagging behind. So that's why we are trying to see how we can, you know, get ourselves updated, try to know what's going on in the space of artificial intelligence, trying to upskill. A lot is happening already. A lot is happening. That's why we're trying to build this community, right? And yeah, so okay, maybe I should use this opportunity, right? There is usually an annual what's it called? There's usually an annual data festival, if you like, in Lagos, or in Africa, not even in Lagos, in Africa, but I think past 2 years or 3, it's been held in Lagos. So every year, Data Fest, all right, Data Fest Africa is usually held. Data Fest Africa is annual festival for every data professional at whatever stage, beginner, advanced, intermediate, you know, veteran, whatever stage you are in the data field. It's actually an opportunity to come together as a community and get to hear from the brightest of minds, you know, captain of our industry, to know the latest trends, our difficulties, our challenges, and how we can, you know, overcome them. So it's actually a good time to bond, to network. So yeah, I think it should be holding on the 8th of October. So if you're in Lagos, you can do it to attend. I should be attending. So I'm looking forward to meeting you there. All right. So yeah, I might drop the link to registration. I think registration is 8,000 naira. Right. So yeah, if you're interested, you can actually register and, you know, find your way to the conference. Maureen, my
Hello,
mother.
sir. Good evening. Sorry, I'm just joining. I didn't get
Yeah,
what
it's
you
fine.
said, but you were
We were
saying
actually
something
waiting for
about.
you. We're actually waiting for you, yeah, as Oga. So now
Ah,
you're here. You're welcome.
when did I become a girl? I'm not the rep now. Alexandra is he's the rep that
He's not
I
here.
was
Even he's not
appointed.
here. Yeah, you're welcome. Anyways, you're welcome.
All right, thank you, sir. Please, I missed something. You were saying something about a
Yes.
meetup 8,000. Please, can you like?
Okay. Yeah. I was talking. Money can trigger things. Uh, yeah, I was talking about an upcoming conference in Lagos. where data professionals actually come together. It's called Data First Africa. You must have heard of it. Probably you must have seen it on LinkedIn, on Twitter, or on any of the social media handles.
Okay,
So
yes,
Data
yes, I've
First
heard of it.
Africa, yeah. Yeah, Data First Africa. That was what I was talking about. So I said the ticket for registration is sold for 8,000 naira. That's what you heard. That's where you heard 8,000 naira. So if you can afford and you're interested in joining, in attending the conference, you can register and pay and attend. It's going to be a good one. You get to network, networking, that's the key, right? You get to meet other persons in other communities, all right, doing data, the tickets. I'm not selling the ticket though. If you go to their site, so you can just go online and type Data First Africa 2025, and you'll be
Okay, I
directed
think
to
I follow them on Twitter. I will check it.
LinkedIn, right? Twitter.
Okay.
All right, please do. Please do. So if you're in Lagos, you can try to attend. All right. So welcome, 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 welcome. I think we're up to 11 on this or 10 on this call. I might just have to go straight into a project. All right, so this project we're about to do is actually a combination of many things that we've been learning for the past 2 months. And so, of course, as usual, I'll be needing your contributions. You guys have been learning, so let's see what you've been learning so far. At least you should be able to make 1 or 2 contributions. I hope to finish the project um, today. If not, shoot it to next week. All right, so I think at this point I'd have to share my screen. Um, all right. All right. If you can see my screen, just give a thumbs up. All right. So, yeah. Okay. Okay. So we have a project here, understanding subscription behaviors. All right. So let me just read the overview so we can understand what we are to do here. A SaaS company, please. Someone should help me. What's a SaaS company? I think you should know that by now. Um, that's research question. So a SaaS company seeks to uncover what drives its clients to renew subscriptions. They've collected data on client details, subscription records, and economic indicators, and would like to connect them to better understand its client behavior. They've tasked you with analyzing these data sets to identify the key factors influencing client decision to renew their subscriptions. Your analysis will provide them with insight into which customers are renewing their products and the reason behind their renewals. The company can leverage these insights to make informed decisions to increase renewal rates and improve customer loyalty, helping them stay competitive and ensure long-term growth. So, as a data scientist that you are, say a company approaches you, and so they want to uncover some insight as regards subscription renewal from their clients, all right, and they've given you some data. So look at the data here. We have the client details, subscription records, economic indicators. These are 3 separate data sets, and you've been given these data sets by the company to actually provide them with insights as a data scientist and to help them understand the behavior of their clients around subscription renewal. And so you can see here the column for each data set. For the client details, we have the client ID, we have the company size, we have the industry, where the client belongs to, we have the allocation for the subscription record, or for the subscription record data set, we have the client ID, right? We have the type of subscription, is it a yearly or a monthly subscription? We have the dates, start date, of course, every subscription has a start date and an end date. We have whether the subscription was renewed as at the time the data set was collected. Then we have economic indicators. Economic indicators is more like, I would say, a government data set that kind of like gives what you call information as regards inflation. So we have start date of the economic indicator is quarterly, that's every 3 months. So yeah, we have our data already. So of course, so please, as I said earlier, I'm not doing this alone, right? So I would need your contribution. I want to know where you are at in your learning. I want to know how you think, because I mean, in the future, I look forward to working with you guys on any big project. I'm seeing you at the top. So yeah. Okay, so what's the first thing to do here? Anybody, somebody? Nobody responding. Have I lost you?
Sorry, what was the question?
Yeah, I said, what do we do? So I don't know. First and foremost, did we understand this overview, this project, like the introduction of the project that I just presented? Did we?
Yeah.
All
So I
right.
think
So
the first step, sorry.
okay, go on. Yeah, go on.
Oh, I was
First step
saying that
is-
the first step could be importing the libraries that we would use
all right.
in
So all
our.
right. So let's import necessary libraries. So what are we importing? We're importing pandas. All right. So you might not need to. So we are not actually. So we are not actually. If it were to be a project where you weren't given instruction, you could have decided to explore the data set, kind of like to gain insights using visualizations. So in that case, we might have to import matplotlib and cbon as the case may be. But because we do not really have any business with gaining insights due to the restriction from the project type, we just have to import the necessary libraries. And I think what we just need is pandas for now. So if we need any library, we just import it. We are not modeling. We are not modeling. Probably in the
Sorry,
next two
sir.
projects, we might. Yes.
What are the business problems as to these projects now? Like, what are they asking us to do exactly?
Okay, so they want to understand the subscription behavior. All right. So they want to understand, they just want to gain insights on how their clients have been subscribing for the company, like making subscriptions, to the services that is being provided by the company. So it's more like we want to gain insight, all right, according to the instructions from. We can do many things with this project, right? But we're just restricting ourselves to what the project wants us to do. I don't know if you get. We also have further instructions here. We'll get to that, all right. So as I said, we want to understand the behavior of clients, all right. We want to analyze the data set to really know the key factors that have been influencing clients' decision to renewing their subscriptions. All right. We want to know reasons, we want to gain insights to reasons behind the renewals, especially. Sometimes most of us use Spotify or Netflix, or we can call it churning, all right, customer churn. If you I've done any project outside of data camp, you understand what customer churn is. Customer churning is when a customer, after a subscription, decides not to renew again and just opts out. Many times, you see somebody probably use a service for the first time, subscribes. After that, the person refuses to subscribe again. So most times companies want to know why. They want to gain, insight on as to why customers are actually churning. Customers are churn, where are they located, what is their average income, or what is their average age, those kind of things. Because most times could be that people that actually churn are of the older demography. Sometimes it could be that of the younger demography, or it could be inflation rate. As to this, inflation rate could also influence. Inflation rate could also be a factor influencing renewal or subscription. So it's just to gain insights. Are you clear, Maureen?
Yes, yes.
All right. So let's proceed. So I think we'd have to import our data. So our first data set here, we have 3 data sets. Let's not forget, is client details. So I would say client df, all right, is equal to pd.read csv, right. Please, at any point you get confused, raise an alarm. All right. So there's a question I want to ask us, guys. So we are reading this CSV file, right? We are reading it as a data frame. But if you check the column, you notice that we have dates. All right. Okay, so let's view our data before I ask my question. All right. Okay, so here we go. Yep. So we have client ID, company size, industry, location. What else do we have? Okay, I think that's all. Okay, that's all. All right, so let's hide this. Okay, so let's read them. Should we open another cell, or we should read the second data frame, second data set, CSV file, in the same cell? Which is preferable?
Let's
Should we
open
open
another cell.
All right. Okay, so we are looking at what's the next data set? Subscription. So let's call this subscription df. All right, pd dot read csv data subscription. I hope I spelled that correctly. Subscription what? Records. CSV. Okay, so sorry. Let's view our data sets. Okay, guys. Okay, let's check the info. Sorry. All right. So guys, is there anything you're observing here from the column? Any observation? Somebody, I want to see how observant you can be as a data scientist. Any observation on this column?
Yes.
I think because
The
of
dates.
the dates is in
The dates
the
are
time is
updates.
object instead of date time.
Okay, so very
Yeah.
good. So how do we resolve that? Anybody? Okay, what do we do? What do we do? Somebody.
Are we going to like use the as type to and change it to date time type? Dot as type.
Okay.
Will it work?
Do you mean so? Okay, let me. So, do you mean
The
do you
particular
mean
column. You
the
you put
particular
dot,
column?
yes, dot as type. No, I don't think it has an underscore. Abi, does it?
I'm following people.
In
People are my
brackets. In
No, you
brackets.
don't need to do
no,
as
no, no,
type. You
no.
can
I'm
just
just trying
do
to.
I don't know what to do. I'm just saying what I
you
know.
can
Okay,
do
okay.
PD to
Good,
date time to just
suggestion.
convert the column.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
we can
true.
do that. We can do to date time, but a better option would be to pass date when you are reading your CSV. All right. Sure, you can see, guys. So you can learn this anytime you are working on a data set and you have a date column, all right, and you've checked the type of the date type, all right, of the date column. If you notice that it's actually an object or maybe a string or a float or an integer, the best way to actually convert it to the appropriate date type is to pass dates when you are reading the CSV file. All right, so you pass the date for all the date columns. All right, so we have start date and then end date, any other dates. So let's see if our data could change. Yeah, add up. Are we following up to this point?
Yes, yes.
All right, all right.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
And also so they made our work very much easier. No missing data, so we have it complete 100 entries, 100. So yep, we go to the next data set. So let's check, does it have, okay, it does have a date, so we are going to pass dates whilst we are reading the so economic DF. So you can actually this is personalized. Okay, you can give whatever variable name you want to give. All right, just choosing this for ease. All right, CSV. Oh, I thought by now more persons would have joined the call. I just have 16 persons here out of almost 100 and something. Is well, oh, is well. All right. It's not been easy, I understand, but then economic, right? Am I correct? Data's, yeah. Okay, I need to be faster now. Go to start dates and dates. Yeah. So let's view our data. Oh, what did I do wrong? Economic indicators. Oh, sorry, data. Oops. So you see what one letter can do? Oh, okay, all right. Here with this alone, I know that my start date and end date is in the date time, the type. Well, let's confirm. Okay, yep. All right, so let's go straight up to the project instruction. Now, this is what they want you to do. So, who will I call now? So, Adebisi now is a data scientist. Okay, did your hand is raised, yeah? Did you please, you can speak.
Hello, good evening.
Evening.
Yeah, you're saying there are only 16 people. I don't know. Maybe it's because they didn't get a mail because I didn't. So I had to go into Discord to
Okay,
get this
yeah,
link.
yeah, we've
Normally my
okay,
mail
I'm sorry.
notifies me.
We've said this over time that the link is always the same, all right? So even if
Yeah,
you
yeah,
get
yeah.
it
I
on
know
your
it's
mail,
the same.
it's still the same. Okay, I get when you
No,
get
no,
to
no,
see
no.
it, you get to be reminded. Yeah, I understand. I
Yeah,
understand.
yeah. So
So
it comes as
yeah,
a reminder. Discord, you have to open the app and stuff. Nobody, so many
I'm
people
very
do not
sorry
like
about
reading
that.
through messages.
I'm very sorry about that. Yeah, the notice came late, but it's fine. But let's just know that the link is still the same. I get the reminder helps us to. Yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, sorry about that. Yeah, you can't see my screen again, Paul. Jesus, can anybody see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen.
Okay, thank God. Okay, okay, okay. Paul, I don't know. I guess it's your network. Okay, so I just sent the attendance link so on the chat box, so you can just click on it, and or maybe don't forget. I know I should have done this before starting the project, but please don't forget to do it before you leave the call. All right. So, for example, now, so who would I call? Precious Adebayo. So you've been asked, say, from this data set, you've been asked to find out the total number of clients who are in fintech and crypto industry. And they said you should store it as an integer variable called total fintech crypto clients. So it means that the company has given instruction on what to do. All right. Or it could be that maybe as a junior data scientist, your senior data scientist gave you this project, or your team lead and instructed you that the solution should come as an integer, all right, named under this variable. All right. So how do we go about this? Precious, what do we do first? Okay, so let me copy the instruction. Number one instruction, all right. Okay, comments. Yeah. So let's start coding. Let's code. Let's code. Come on, let's code. Let us code. Let us code. Let us code. Yeah, Precious, you are mute. What do we do? First and foremost, you need to ask yourself, where can we find this information? In which of the data sets? Because you have three data sets, all right? So it means you might need to Hello, guys. Sorry. At what point did I leave? I'm very sorry. I didn't realize that I'd left. Anybody? Anybody hear me?
You were
Yes, sir, we can hear you, sir.
At what point did I
you were
did
asking somebody question.
call?
You were asking which data sets are we going to use for it? Because we have three data sets.
Okay, okay, I'm coming. Sorry. Oh my God. And I've gone and I've can you see my screen?
Yes.
Oh my God. I've gone. Were you guys was I on the call when I was explaining this, writing this code? This particular one where my cursor
No,
is.
no, you were not.
Jesus. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm very sorry. I didn't know I'd left the call. I honestly wasn't aware. I honestly wasn't aware. Okay, so I was asking what data set would be palatable to use from the instruction. He said, how many total fintech and crypto clients does the company have? We should store as an integer variable called. So it means that our answer would be an integer. So let's say you're working in a company and your team lead comes to you and says, okay, we want to find out our clients, those guys that indicated. Maybe you gave out, maybe on the subscription before you subscribe, you are being asked what industry you work in, and part of your client, most of your clients, or some of your clients indicated to be in fintech industry, some others indicated to be in the crypto industry, and you want to know how many of your clients are actually in the fintech and crypto industry. That is what we want to do. And we have three data sets, and I was asking what data set do you think we should focus on? So yeah, looking at this now, you guys should tell me. Are we going to pick the subscription record, in economic indicator, or the client? Which of the data set are we going to actually work with? We are actually working with one for this instruction. Anybody, somebody.
I think it should be the client DF that we opened.
All right, this. All right. Why? Because we have the industry column, which tells us the industry to which the client belongs. Okay. All right. So let's code. Um. Oh my God. So I've been writing all this why without. So let's. So what would want to do first is first and foremost let's check. Let's check. Let's check the industries that we have. Industry. Okay, let's just check the industries that we have just to play around. Uh, so we have fintech, we have crypto, we have e-commerce. We have about 6 industries, but we're actually working with fintech and crypto. We want to know how many of our clients are in these two industries. All right. So Oh God. Can anyone hear me? Oh Jesus.
Yeah,
Can
we can
anyone
hear
hear me?
you.
Yeah, okay. Sorry about that. Sorry. There's a child here, so the child kicked my cable and disconnected. All right, so I have to share my screen again. Sorry. Um. All right. So I guess you can see my screen, right? So um. So we are trying to filter out or subset the industries of for fintech and crypto. So guys, what do I do? What's the first step?
We can substitute it to a variable. Okay, which you're already doing. We can use can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I don't know if you can.
Okay, maybe I'll wait till he can hear.
Yeah. So was anybody speaking? I didn't hear you. Come again, please.
Sorry, sir. I was saying since we
Yes.
want to know for two components, now is to know like
Yes.
do we want to know the individual like number of clients for each of the company, or you want to just know
No, no,
the number of clients of the
for both
two
of them.
companies?
Yeah. Combined. Yeah. For both, for crypto
Uh,
and fintech.
then
Yes.
it's to use
Combined.
is in.
Okay.
You
Very good.
put it in a
Okay.
variable
Okay.
and
All right. So that means we are saying subsetting industry that is in. Very good. Please, a round of applause for Maureen, please. A round of applause. You can shine your shine, or if you want to shine. Thank you very much for that. All right, it's in for fintech and crypto. Sorry, I'm always getting the spelling. It's always confusing. Okay, but then we'd have to subset this out, right? So we have to subset this out. I'm going to use another block bracket. Yeah. So it means that if I print out this, all right, I would have a data frame. So let's just confirm. This is just to confirm. Oh, if I print out this, I would have a data frame, yes, that only has fintech and crypto as the column for industry. So it means that the only columns I have are the columns of clients that are in the fintech and the crypto industry. All right. So so what do we do here? What's the next thing to do? So I just wanted to confirm this. So let's close. Okay, let's hide this. So now we've actually subsetted this. Oh, that's a wrong English. We've actually subset this. All right. But we want to find the total. So it means I want to do a count. So what do I, and okay, let's name our variable first. We were asked to save it as total fintech crypto clients. Is that correct? Yeah. So somebody, what do we do? How do we take account of our information? How do we take account of this?
Is it possible to use dot values count?
Dot values
Yeah.
count. Dot values count.
No, sorry.
Okay,
The
it
value
can,
count
okay,
works
okay.
in a series.
Is okay, yeah, true. The values can actually works for series. Yeah, but this is a data frame. That's very correct. That's very correct. So a very good idea. It means we are going to use what is closest to it. We are going to use count, not the values count. But good suggestion. A round of applause for her, please. Good suggestions anyway. So we are going to use crypto clients industry count. Use the values count when you're actually counting for a series. By the way, what's the difference between a series and a data frame? Somebody.
I was just about to ask that question.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
learning. What's the difference? Anybody?
I think a series is just like a column in a data frame. Then a data frame is just a combination of different columns. So a particular column in a data frame is a series. That's the way I say it too.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry. Well, I think a series it only contain lists, while a data frame contain like columns and rows. I'm not really sure, Sha.
Yeah, that's close. A round of applause for her. That's close. Yeah, that's close. All right.
I think
I
a
want to ask.
series can I okay. Can you hear me?
Who wants to ask a question? Yes, I can hear you. Go on. Speak on. Go on.
I wanted to just say the difference between a series and a data frame.
Go on. Yes, you're free. Go on.
Okay, a series it contains lists, while I think a data frame has like it's from dictionaries. That's how I used
Yeah,
to.
combination of okay. Combination of dictionaries. Okay.
Is it really a combination of dictionaries? I think it's only a dictionary, but it's contain more. Like I don't know.
So you can call a data frame you can call it
It's
a
not a dictionary of
two-dimensional
lists.
array. So this is it. Data frame is actually a dictionary of lists. You know, there's what is called a list of dictionaries and a dictionary of lists. There's no time to actually explain that. So a series, all right, is one dimensional, meaning that it only has one column. Should I write an example? Just one column. Say, for example, now maybe I have a column of names of people on this call: Adebisi, Dada, Ayomide, Maureen, Precious. That's a series. But when I then have name and maybe age, right? That shifted from a series, all right, to a data frame. Okay. So series is always one column, right? But data frame, once it's more than one column, we have a data frame. I don't know if it's understood. Once we have more than one column, it's now a data frame. So it could be that now that data frame could actually be a collection of series, all right? Which could be a collection of lists, collection of dictionaries. So the major difference is that a series is one dimensional, a data frame is two dimensional upwards, so we can have three dimensional like that. So that's really the major difference. Is that, I don't know if that was taken. Okay, we're precious.
Okay, so sorry, what is like three-dimensional and two-dimensional? Like I have an idea, but I just want to like be clear.
Okay, so let me write a code. I'm gonna have to write the code for that now. That is outside. So let me make use of my workbook. All right, so all right, so so let's go this. This is okay. Sorry. Oh, a DP. Right. So this is one dimensional. All right. Just right. So if I can, if this is actually a list, all right. So if I want to convert this to a series, I'll just use the I will show you something now, all right? So if I say print at ABC, oh, sorry, I did not use the. Okay. So you can see that it's just one column. All right. Just one column. This index is automatic. It was actually indexed automatically. I can actually choose my own index. So we see one dimension. That's one dimension. You know, if you do matrix, one dimension could be one row or one column. All right. So if I now have something like this, say I have say I have let me call it name. What's it that again? All right. Yeah. And I have maybe let me just say number say one no, sorry, so list 3, 4, 5. All right, so I open the dictionary here. I did not close the dictionary, so I can close it here. Yeah, sorry. All right, so okay, let's move this. All right, so if I say print ADBC now, all right, I hope this comes out well. Okay, it's actually okay. So let me change this to so let's say print pd dot data frame ABC. Yep. Sorry. Oh my goodness. What's wrong again? Oops. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry. I'm just trying to rush up. This is just like an example. I'm just trying to rush up an example to actually explain one dimensional, two dimensional.
We have 7.
What's wrong again?
7.
Like
Okay,
there are
7.
7 letters, not 8 letters.
Okay. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you very much. All right, yeah. So in this case now, right, we are having 2 columns. All right. So one dimensional just means one column, or you can actually view it as a matrix. You did matrix in school, all right. So where you have, say you have array 1 to np that's array um so you're having like doing okay, so say you're having 1 2 3 4. Right, if I get to print this, oh sorry, one all right, so this is one dimension. Okay, this is one dimension. If I then decide to make another list, all right, say 3 4 5 6 oh, put that wrong again. Oh, it was a mistake, sorry. So I'm supposed to do something like this. Yeah, I just noticed that. Okay, so you guys should maybe read up, differences between a list, a tuple. What's going on?
Is it meant to have like 2 square brackets or something at the beginning, or maybe because it's 2-dimensional?
Sometimes like, basics. If you leave the basics, it will leave you. But what I was trying to explain is the fact that when it's actually something like this is one-dimensional, that's just one row. Then when this is added, it's two-dimensional. That's basically the difference between one-dimensional and two-dimensional. So for one dimension, it could be a single column or a single row. But when it's two-dimensional is more like once you have a two-dimensional array, you can call it a table. It's now a table, all right. It's now a table, all right. So yeah, back to business. All right. So we're actually trying to see how we can calculate. So if we use value, we could actually use value count, but the only difference is that when we use value count, we are going to get the value for each of fintech and crypto. Let's try it. All right, we're going to have a data frame. All right, that will give us the count for both fintech and crypto. What's wrong?
There's no equal to after the total fintech crypto.
Thank you. Thank you. You're my back eyes. Thank you. I'm actually trying to hurry up so that we can get to some reasonable length before we call it an evening. Is the output hiding? Okay, I've not called it. What's wrong with me this evening? Okay, so you see, he gave a count for crypto separately and gave a count for fintech. All right. But because my data frame only has for crypto and fintech, I can just do a count for everything, for all of the at once. So that I can just have, remember we've been asked to our answer should be just an integer. This is a data frame. All right. So we want our answer to be an integer. So we do this, and we'll have our answer. Oh, sorry, not counts. Count. All right. So 47. 47. So we have 47 in total. 47 clients who belong to fintech industry and the crypto industry. All right, so this has been sorted. Remember, I said we should store our answer as an integer. So yeah, here you have it. I have asked why is this is Python 3.12, so that's why the what's it called, the output is like this. If it's supposed to be 3.11 or 3.10, to just show 47. So it's just trying to tell you the type of the integer. We have integer 32, integer 64. That's Python stuff you can read up. So what's the second question? Second question is, you've been asked to find which industry. By the way, any questions so far on this first? Right, I hope I'm still on. Yep, I am. Okay. Yeah, please. I hope you guys have seen the attendance link. Oh, somebody was requesting for it. Please, you guys can also help me out if you can copy and paste it. All right, please. Just what's today's topic, please? Okay, Olada, you're actually working on a project, understanding subscription behavior. Let's tell this. All right, so idea. So please, what do? We said we've been asked to find which industry has the highest renewal rate. So we need to find something. We need to find the data sets that we need. So if you check very carefully, you'd realize that that the what's it called, the subscription data set has information on which client renewed and which client did not renew, because it's a Boolean type as true or false. True meaning that they renewed, false meaning that they did not renew. So which industry has the highest renewal rates? If you can think very well, you will notice that on the subscription data set, we do not have the information of the industry of the client. What we only have is if they renewed or not. We only have the information of industry on the client data set. So guys, it means that what we are to work with are in two separate data sets. What do we do? I don't know if my question.
Merge. Yeah.
Oh, who said that? Who
Merge.
said that? Who said that? Please, a round of applause for Maureen. Yes, we are going to merge, because what we need.
I was not the person that pictured it first, though.
Who did, please? Who did, though? Let me. Hey, I've stolen some of this clap, please.
It's Ayomide. It's Ayomide.
Ayomide, oh my God, let me give you your flowers.
Thank you.
Take it. A round of applause for. Okay, so Ayomide, how do we merge? What's the syntax? Okay, before that, let me just choose let me choose a variable. All right. So how do we merge? What's the syntax? What are we merging? We are merging client DF, all right, and subscription DF, right? So how do we do that? So yeah,
I think we write PD merge. Not PD, actually. We're going to write the first table that we want to merge first, like which is the client, the first one.
Very good. All right.
Merge.
That's client DF. Okay.
Dot merge.
Okay.
Into bracket, the second table.
Okay.
Now we don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
Yes.
That's
I think we are going to. Right. Yes. I don't know if it's going to be a.
So now remember, if you are merging. Okay, so let's look at the let's look at both data set again. Look at client details and look at subscription. If you are merging them, so there's an incomplete argument on our syntax. What do we do? Look at client details and look at subscription. Look at it very carefully. Is there anything common in both tables or in both?
Yes, the client ID.
Okay, the client ID, very good. So if we are merging, how do we do that so that we will not have a clash since both of them have that information? How do we merge somebody?
We'll use it to merge. We'll see on.
Oh
and
my God, who
use the
said that,
common.
please? Maureen
Okay.
again. Okay, Maureen, take your flowers. Round of applause for Maureen. All right, so we'd use the on argument on that particular what's it called? On that particular column that is common to both. Please, all we are doing is what you have been learning on DataCam. We are trying to apply, you're trying to, work with what you've been learning. So if you've not been taking notes, please do. If you've not been downloading slides, please do. All right, so we've actually successfully merged. Let's just view our merged tables. So, all right, very good. So we've merged the two tables. So I'm not having company side industry. This is for this is for what it's called. You said?
Sorry.
Yes. Okay. All right. So we've successfully done that. Now we'll then have to go on to working with our data set. So the question is, we need to find which industry has the highest renewal rate. So we have our industry information, but we need to know which industry has it means that we need to find the industry where renewed is true. Is that correct? Much from.
Yes.
Okay, so we have different industries, right? So we need to know which particular industry has the most truths, has the most number of true. If you ask me, that's how best I can interpret this, right? That's how we can know the industry with the highest renewal rate. So when we can know the industry that has the most number of truths, we'll store that as a string variable called top industry. Right, so let's create another cell. All right. Okay, so make comments. Let us let us filter out. You get used to writing comments, all right? Gives you that steez as a data or as a Python programmer. Filter out the renewed subscription. Let's do that. So we want to filter out subscriptions or renewed subscriptions that were renewed. I mean, so we want to filter out renewed where the value is true. All right, so it's almost, so let's name this renewed subs. Renewed subs, all right. Okay, we are good. Equal to, so yeah. Remember, we are working with, this is our new variable for the data frame. This is the data frame. So I want to filter out my data where renewed is true. Remember, it's a Boolean, so is in cannot work here, right? Because this is a Boolean, right? This is a Boolean. Okay, so anybody, how do I do that?
If it's a Boolean, actually, I think first we have to group the data. Like we have to group it with the industry. Then we don't have to
Okay.
if you, I can't even see. Okay, can we do like
I'll see it. Okay.
renewed equals to like the double equals to like true.
Okay. You have an idea. So what you are talking about is this. So we are going to filter out. Oh, sorry. Filter out the Boolean values where renewed is equal to true. That's all we need, all right? So we are not actually using any is in. Then when we've gotten this out, we will now filter it out. Subsetting. All right, this is subsetting or subsetting. So we've done that. All right. Now, so it means that it means that this particular data frame is holding information for only industries that are renewed. Is that correct? All right, for only industries that are renewed. So let's check. If you check, you will notice that if I print out this data frame, we're not going to see anything like false because we filtered out industries where renewed is equal to true. All right. So the next thing to do now is we want to filter out or rather we want to, I think we need to count the number of industries. We need to do what's it called? Or let me even ask, what do we do? Remember, we want to find out the industry that has the highest renewal rate. So we have done the first thing to bring out those industry that initially had renewed, that renewed, all right, where renewed is equal to true. What should be the next thing? So it means that this data frame is holding information on all industries where renewed is true. But we want to find the highest. Before we find the highest, we need to actually find the account. Is that correct? Before you actually find the highest or lowest, you need to find the count for each industry. Because for example, now we are from this our output, you can see data in fintech has true here, fintech has true here. So we can count 2 now for fintech, crypto, okay, at least for this data frame. So it means that for every industry, each industry has its unique values of true, where renewed was equal to true. So we want to find the count. All right, so let's say count renewal rate for each industry. So let's name this count renewed sub. Okay. So of course we're working with this data, not client sub. Okay, we're working with this renewed sub. So renewed sub. Let me just use tab like that. Yes, that's true. I thought this guy used to make suggestions, you know. Data lab has let me. Okay, so we want to do a value count on industry. Remember, we're not doing count. I think I've told you the difference between count and value count. All right, we're not doing a total of true. Right, we're actually doing a total of true for each industry. All right, so it means we're going to do value count of counts. Please don't add. When I was learning, right, I used to make that mistake of value counts and value counts. You know, for count it's just count. So you see, value count. The more you work on projects, the more you get familiar with it. Value counts. And if you work with VS Code can give you suggestions, so you do not get to mix syntax. Jupyter Notebook does not have that feature. I do not think so. All right, so yeah, I want to do value count. I would also have to reset the index. Yeah, somebody wants to speak.
Please, put equals to. You did not put it.
Oh God. Where am I? Somebody asked me, where are you running to? Ask me, John, where are you running to? Somebody should ask me that question. Where are you running? Yeah, Precious. Yeah, you raise your hand. You want to speak? Go ahead.
Yeah, so I wanted us to like print down renew subs to see what it looks like.
All right, no problem. Let's see. 10. All right, so it's still the same data frame. However, it's only for industries with true. See, you can see there is no false here because we actually filtered out the data, right? Where if I change this to false, let me just tweak this a bit so that you see the magic. Oops. Oh no, so where are you running to? So let me tweak this a bit so you can see the magic. All right. So yeah, you would see that this will change automatically to false. All right, see. So it means that the information we have here for industries where clients did not renew. All right, the industries of clients that did not renew. Okay, but what we need is the industry or are the industries of clients that actually renewed. Okay. So Precious, are you good?
Yeah, thank you.
All right. All right. All right. So
So please, can I know the reason why you reset index?
okay. Let me remove it and I'll show you why. So, okay, so let's print out count. Let's print out this. Okay, so this is our output. Why is it not clear? Okay, so most times if you actually it just gives me automatically the okay industrial accounts. So I wasn't even expecting that. Okay, let me run this again. Okay, I wasn't expecting that the output actually give me the industry and the count, right? I was even expecting it to actually give me something like this. Okay, one of the reasons why we use reset index many times is when you have your output, you'd notice that the indexing is actually scattered. All right, so resetting index is like you giving a new indexing so that you are giving it a new. So it could be that maybe your number 5 here could actually come up. Your number 4 could actually be the second, something like that. So when you are resetting index, means you are giving it a new index, but it's not actually necessary for this, anyways. All right, but many times when you are doing when you're aggregating, yeah, sometimes when you're aggregating, maybe using group by and some arc funcs, you might need to reset index because you just to actually make it look nice, like a proper table, so that you will not have maybe 15, 0, 1, but you have actually 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No. All right, so we have our account here, but then this is not what we are looking for. We're actually looking for the highest renewal. All right, so the truth is, from here you can know, right? Is that correct? So what's the actual answer here? What industry has the highest renewal rate?
Sorry, sir. Can we sort it?
Yes.
Can we sort the values then put ascend them first to get the
Okay,
highest?
we only would only do that. Would only do that if would only, because I'm even surprised that my output is like this, honestly, because if our output wasn't like this, all right, would have used, if we're grouping, if we're actually grouping, okay, in some cases, all right, maybe you want to group by just like Maureen, if we had used the group by, so let's use group by, because all of this is because we did not use the group by. If we had used the group by, all right, if we had used the group by, let's not group by industry, let's group by the client details. Let's do group by industry anyways. The group by industry and tick. All right, it's in this case where you might now need to say ascending equal to false. That means you want it to be in descending order, all right, from the highest to the lowest, but we don't really need it in this case, all right, because we are not using the group by function. We are just doing a straight up value count on the industries, all right. So I don't know, I hope we'll get to do projects where we have to use group by, all right. So I wasn't expecting this output to be what's it called, to be arranged in this manner, okay, because looking at this, we've gotten our answer. It means that the gaming industry has the highest renewal rates. However, would not fulfill our team lead, or maybe or whoever gave us this project would not have fulfilled, because he actually told us to store our answer as a string variable called top industry. All right, so we need to still go further, and so let's get the top industry. Get the top industry. So how we do this is just, so let's try it out. So top industry will now be equal to counted renewed subs, where the count, okay, because I want to do this, I would have to say, I'd have to choose the columns I want. So let my data frame have only 2 columns. Industry, let me name it myself, because I don't want this automatic naming, so that I know what I'm doing. Counts. Let it be in small. This is really small. All right, so I would say where my count, all right, is equal to the maximum. It's equal to there are different ways to approach this particular question. All right, so maybe after now I'll get to hear different views. All right.
That I just want to say that dot column for your count renewed sub dot column. Do you think
Yes.
it's going to, because it's showing like yellow? Will it not pose an error?
It would, because what I just did here was I actually more like choose the columns. All right. Choose the columns that I want to work with. Or I just actually gave my data frame column names, basically.
No, I
Well,
mean
it's
like
actually
the
the
type,
same thing here.
the variable text. Like, do you think it's correct? Because it's showing like yellow.
Yellow, yeah.
The variable text, like dot column, is it a
It's
correct?
correct. It's correct. Yes,
Okay.
yes, it's correct. The reason why, no, data lab has different color code for different. If it's a method or an attribute, it's always showing yellow. If it's a variable, it's white. If it's a comment, it shows green. If it's a boolean or something, it shows blue. If it's a number, an integer, it shows purple. If it's a string, it shows this color, pink. So all right, so sorry for the background noise. Sorry, siblings actually. All right, so this is a mistake. Well, data lab is supposed to give me the suggestions now. This stress that I'm stressing. Writing this. Okay, so I'm subsetting where the counted. Oh, not counted. Oh, see the mistake I made again. It's count. Where the count, the new subs is the maximum. All right. So this. Okay. So top industry again is to be equal to top industry dot values. That is the first value. All right. All this that I'm doing is just so that I can be able to save my answer as a string. Because for me, I already know my answer, right? But I'm not going to tell. All right, so let's run this. We're going to have gaming as our answer in a string format. Okay, what's wrong? Count. What did I make that mistake? Okay. All right, so let's run this again. What's going on? What is going on? Tweet subs. Continue subs. Please keep on my back eye, Jerry. I'm actually rushing. Okay. What's wrong? What's wrong? Got to. That's works. Okay, so let's see what's. I don't know what's wrong with this code. Oh, come on. The error comes because we can return this is not the data free. You cannot assign columns directly to it. Oh. This was what I was supposed. Oh, this was. Oh, I didn't know I did. Oh my god. Yeah. If I had known that if I'd known that I was actually going to, so let's understand this. Sometimes it's actually good to read this so you can understand better. So they said the reason why we had this error was because this value count returned a series. All right, not a data frame. So you cannot assign columns directly to series. That was why I needed to reset it. A certain index actually would make it look properly like a data frame, right? So that my renaming of the columns can actually work. All right, so thank you. So I have to reset the index here. Okay, wait. Okay, I see. All right, so let's run this. All right, so gaming is actually the top industry with the highest renewal rate. So at this point, we call it a pause. But next week, we just finish up with the third question because of our time. So any questions so far? All right, so please let's do well to, if you have not filled the attendance form. Okay, so I'm sorry, I didn't check the chat box. I didn't know you guys were bringing suggestions. Okay, since industry is in this, can we do RDX amount? We get visualization. If we were to get it by visualization, how can we go about that? Okay, questions. To show that we'll take our time. We'll do that next week. All right. I hope I remember. Please do remind me. Nested list should be 2 to 4. List. Okay. How can we access the project to practice? It's on data camp. There are many projects on data camp. I mean, once you go to your learn tab, all right, on your dashboard you will see track, assessment, code along, projects. Attempt any project, all right. Attempt any projects. I'm reading up the in-call messages. Please let me paste the attendance again so that those who have not actually filled that. Maureen said projects. Yes, there are a lot of projects, and you'd actually see the level, right, to know if it's something you can approach. So data camp actually label their projects basic, intermediate, and advanced. All right, so it will help you to. But then, if you have not exactly what I wanted to say, you can try that at your spare time when you finish the assignment or when you finish the assigned project. And all. This is more like a project outside your assignment. I actually chose this so that we could understand more of the concepts that we are learning. All right. So now I'm actually very, very, very elated and encouraged that from the suggestions that you guys made, it means that you guys are actually learning and improving. All right. So please, some of those PDFs I sent, can actually go over them again to understand simple basic concepts: arrays, series, data frame, list, tuples. All right. Really, honestly, it's not really about the big things, just the basics, getting used to the basics. All right. Getting used to the basics. All right. So, all right. No breakout session email today. Alex, you are here. You are complaining of no. I think we've repeated this several times that it's always the same. It's always the same. The link is always the same. I'd apologize for not sending the reminder, and the community did not send the reminder. Apologies for that. All right, but then just know that it's always the same. The breakout session email is breakout session link is always the same. Whether you get it on your email or not, or whether you get it on Discord channel, just go to any reminder from AI Community Africa on your mail, or maybe save it on your notebook or something. It's the same link. I'm very sorry. Maybe in this coming week, I'll give a very, very early notice. I did not get because we also do get the reminder on our email, on our mails. I didn't get it, so I just knew that yeah, it's the same. So sorry about that, Alexander. Precious, which PDF? Okay, maybe I might have to resend them again. I'll have to send them again. Some of the PDFs that helped me and I still use. You just have understand some things, right? It's actually anything you can do to actually get a better grasp of this of the basics, especially, right? Please do take notes. I think I saw one of you guys, your posts on one of the social media handles of her notes, and I was like, oh, yeah, that's it. So don't just watch videos. Take notes. Write it in the way you can understand. I was saying that when I was learning, I do use blue and red pen, right? So use your red pen to write codes. Use your blue pen to write variables and all of that. And take assessment. Try to understand why this is this, why this is not like this. Like the question that was asked today: series, data frame. All right. So here, call it a close here, please. Maybe I might have to. I would send the PDF on the Discord channel. I would send them again. Any comments? Any question? Any contribution? Founder, I hope you follow.
Sorry, sir. Can I say something?
Please say, talk.
I really cannot access anything on the Discord channel because for years I have been trying to confirm my phone number. Then recently I just found out that a whole lot of people are using that same phone number. So, and I don't know when I'm going to get a new one. So for now, I cannot access anything on the Discord.
Jesus is Lord. Okay, it's all right. It's all right. So I actually sent. I think you made this complaint last week. I sent your mail. Was it you? Was it you? Yeah. I think it's Ruth.
It was not me. I did not see anything.
It was not you.
Yes.
Okay. In that case, please just please. I don't want to send my number. So just paste your mail here. All right. Paste your mail here. Paste your mail on the chat box. Just paste your mail so that I can send it to them. So that in case there's any important information, we just have to see how, or maybe I can just single-handedly, send it to your mail. Okay, I've sent it. Let me copy that. In case there's any, I hope I remember, because any information we're going directly to the Discord channel, I might just have to do yours specially to your mail. It's too bad. Nonetheless, we move. All right. Any other comment? Any other question? Are you scared that you will disturb me? Yes, you will disturb me, Precious. You will disturb me. This is part of the reasons why we actually, in the last other cohorts, all right, we actually created WhatsApp groups, WhatsApp groups. Yeah, so you could have access to our numbers and all of that. But then some persons abused it, and I mean, we are volunteers, all right. We are not employees or contractors, all right. So, all right. So, well, you can. If you can persist, okay. So, if you can persist, you can get my number. I mean, I'm not the president of Nigeria that you cannot access. So if you can persist, there's a way you persist. I was like, okay, this one has persisted enough. All right. So I missed today's topic. What's the topic? Yeah, Alexander, we treated the project on understanding subscription behavior. So yeah, maybe after I might let me see if I can share the link to to the project, so that you can just okay. All right, so I'm going to share the link to the project so that anybody can access it. That's the link to the project. So anybody that missed this, you can just look at it, look at what we have done so far, so that you can be able to follow up next week. So that's the link to the data lab workbook. Yeah, so absence of any other question. Yes, Precious, persistence is the way. Yeah, persistence is the way. Right. All right. So yeah, namaste. It's my pleasure. Welcome, Latif. I guess you were with us from the beginning. Thank you very much, Alex. Victor, you're welcome. Kaunda, Ayomide, Maureen, Precious, I see you. Paul, Adibisi, Ruth. Have a pleasant weekend and good night rest. Ciao. Adios. Bye.
Thank you, sir. Good night, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chimnonso. Good night.
Please, can somebody send the link to the project you just sent?
Check the Discord channel.
Please, can somebody resend the link to the project we did today?